My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. Well, I'd say for this moment, there's a brand new project I'd like to show. I have been making these pillows out of Impala fur. Now, one thing I'd like to tell you about the pieces of fur is that I ordered them off of Etsy, and they came in the mail pretty tough, dry, and hard because they had previously been on a taxidermy of a whole animal, and it kind of happened that, of course, these weren't the original shapes of the pieces. I did cut little special shapes out of them to make them individualized like little pieces of fur, but I do want to show you all something that I did here, and that was whenever I kind of used the denim for the back. And I probably showed you all before how I did some pillows out of kudu fur where the backs were denim, except those were not the ones that I made on video or showed how I did them. So I just want to tell you all that an impala is an antelope that lives in Africa, similar to what a kudu is. There is a difference. They have longer necks, they can jump farther, they have longer legs, they probably, I'd say, have bigger horns as well. And one of the little interesting things I like to share about this is that these pieces of fur came from a seller, and I will say that when it came down to it, and they were pretty tough when they came in the mail, I did end up trying to do some things just to try to soften them a little bit. I kind of put them in the shower and tried to keep them separate from the faucet and let a little steam run over them. But of course, the steam by itself didn't soften them. I did, however, see something online telling me that I could soak them in some water and knead at them, and that would kind of like get rid of all the extra hardness and get them soft, which temporarily it did, but they did kind of dry back up and harden back up again. And for the most part, I was able to kind of do a lot of little pricking with the pricking iron and a lot of hole punching with the awl, like I demonstrated to you all before when I did the kudu pillows. That was kind of what I did with the leather part of this, but with the denim there was no need to. It is not so hard that you can't get a leather needle through it. So I kind of did this kind of similar to how I did the kudu pillows when I did them from denim, and even to how it was whenever I showed you all the steps as to how I even did it from the outside when I put little leather backs on the little kudu heart-shaped pillows. But with this impala fur, it just so happened that there was only certain shapes I was able to get out of the pieces and have them look similar enough where you see that it's like how the fur kind of turns out in the same direction with both of these, but with the little lighter side on this side and the lighter side on this side with this one, where they kind of face each other, and with the darker sides on the back. And that just so happened to be places that were in the fur where those particular colors turned out. And when I saw it on Etsy in pictures, I knew it would be good for that. I didn't know how hard it would be when I got it, but I will tell you all that I have already taken the awl and punched all the holes and done all the pricking in this one. And here is the little piece of denim that I will be putting on the back of it as well. So that is kind of what for this series I am going to be demonstrating how I do. So I want to tell you all that as this series goes on, I hope you will really get something out of it, maybe learn something from it, and I might be telling you all a little bit more about Impala and all kinds of other antelopes. Since we were discussing the Impala, I wanted to show you a little blooper about Impala that is in this little book that I had ever since I was a kid. It is a Life Nature Library book called The Mammals that was gifted to me by my grandfather when I was a kid. He knew I loved animals, so he would send me these books about animals in nature. You see here that there's a little article here about the strategy of stalking as far as like the lion and the lioness goes. But this picture here is the little blooper I loved as a kid and liked to share. It says here, ambush at a river bank where one lioness stampedes a herd of impala and another below intercepts the animal's fast dash for the safety of the bush. Although the lead impala escapes by leaping, one that is following runs into the lioness and is brought down. So that is just one little thing about an impala that I wanted to share here that I loved in this book when I was a kid. So, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.